Hi there, Erica from Feel Your Core here. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm back with part two and my resistance bands, right? So some with handles, some without. If you didn't check out part one, that is waiting for you. I'm gonna do everything I can to get it situated somewhere up here, okay? And remember, this is for bands so little space. You can throw them in a carry-on, you can throw them in a luggage, small footprint. You can get it in, you can get out and on with the rest of your day if you're traveling. All right, so here we go. Let's do this. All right, so starting off, let's have fun with this continuous band. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna put it like around my arches. Most likely it's probably gonna end up falling towards my heels, and that's fine. And what I just wanna do here, I'm gonna be pressing my feet, my heels down into the mat and pulling them towards my butt. You guess what? That fires up my back side. That fires up my back line of my legs, right? So I'm gonna get some good hamstring there by doing that. And then you choose like your legs, the closer they are, the less resistance you're gonna get through the band. And then as you widen them, it's gonna get a bit more real, okay? So I'm gonna just lean back slightly. I'm gonna keep a nice flat back, drawing my abs in to protect my back. And we're gonna go with a wide and a close row. So I'm going to start out a little bit wide. I still like to have a bit of external rotation in the upper arm bone. So my elbows are slightly below the level of my shoulders when I start. So we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale and row, and bringing it back in, and then bringing it in close. So one of the things you may see that I just did, I extended my legs out just a bit more because I want a little bit more of the resistance as my arms come forward. And then so what I'm gonna do next is, because I still want them bent and I still want to be pressing my heels down and towards me, I'm starting to lean back more. Guess what that means? Hello, abs. We're there, we're working. And so now we're really in it. So again, extending, and then I'm pulling wide, externally rotating, elbows slightly lower than the shoulders. Exhale for the close row. So remember, when we're rowing, we're not so much thinking about pulling our shoulder blades together. What we're thinking about is thinking about getting serratus anterior active, getting those lats active as well. And we're thinking about pulling kind of a bit down and back. I like to think about wrapping my upper arm bones and my elbows when they're close around my torso, around my rib cage. I want to have that same energy and kind of ideal and feeling even when they're wide. All right, let's go one more close and we'll release it. All right, again, already body nice and warm. You're getting a full body, right? Even though you're sitting, hamstrings are fired up, my abs are engaged. I'm working, of course, back and biceps. I have to have the shoulder stability to lengthen and keep my arms in line with my body. It's the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's move on to the next. Okay, so next up, we're setting up in a nice half kneel, and we're gonna do a bow and arrow. So I like using the continuous band because I like to feel like this feeling of like it's like I'm pulling it back here with like one piece. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up with this arm straight out in front of me in the shoulders. I'm thinking about pulling my inner thighs together, even though they're separate, because that's gonna help me with my balance. And so, of course, when we first start off, we're not gonna have a whole lot of tension in the band, but it will come, okay? So we'll start here, inhale to prepare. I still feel like I'm pushing the floor away, like as if I was standing. And then I'm starting here, and then I'm just gonna start rowing, leading with that elbow coming back, okay? So I'm gonna do a few of those, feeling that feeling. I'm looking over at you to check you out. We're doing this. And then if you feel nice and stable here, if it's not too much of a balance challenge, then we're gonna do our arrow, and then I'm gonna keep reaching the front arm forward, keep pulling the back elbow back in opposition, and I'm gonna rotate my head, neck, and spine to follow the motion. So I start here with the row, and then I'm going to allow those ribs to keep moving, front ribs kind of pulling forward, back ribs pulling back, and then again, finding that opposition, elbow pulling back, other arm really reaching forward as I do this. I'll do two more here. Here starts that opposition. One arm forward, other elbow back, exhale and rotate. And the last one here, and rotate and end. Again, key to balance is me thinking about pulling those inner thighs together and pushing the floor away. If you struggle with the balance, check in with yourself. Have you just are you just like letting your legs just like be, right? Or you kind of maybe sinking into them. Push away, get active, pull those inner thighs together. You can already feel the abs. It goes whoop, right up. You feel your abs working. And then now you're stable and you're active, and you would be blown away if you haven't thought about it in that way, how much that helps with the balance. Give it a try. I hope you like it. All right, so for our final exercise, I'm set up for a hip bridge. Usually when we hip bridge, our heels are probably a bit closer to our bottom, but we're gonna be working with the tension of this band. So they're a little farther away than they usually be. Also, our entire foot would usually be on the ground, but we need something to like anchor the band. So that's why that my toes are up and my heels are down. So I'm still pressing my heels down, kind of pulling them towards my tush, feeling some energy in the back line of my body. We're gonna start the arms here, okay? Maybe slightly below the level of the shoulder, in line with the shoulder. The elbows are in line with the shoulder, but definitely not above, okay? Because we want to protect our shoulder here. Being in this position right here, so I'm already in external rotation. I already feel my external rotators working. This may be plenty, okay? So let's do a few here. So I'm gonna inhale to prepare. I'm gonna exhale, and I'm gonna begin to lift my hips up, reach, and then I'm gonna come down, okay? So this is gonna be more of like a hip lift as opposed to an articulation of the spine, right? So we're really trying to go up, oh, hit it, boom, feel the glutes, and then let them come down, but with control, right? No kerplunk. So also, so like I said, having the arms just like this is already, it's external rotation if you're pulling your band. If you're just letting them be, then you're an internal. But I'm pulling to keep them kind of at this like 90-degree angle here. And so it's already external rotation. So that could be plenty. If you're wanting more, as you lift, you can continue to rotate, bringing the backs of the palms to the floor and then coming down and lowering the hips. So I'm trying to work with my timing to get up with good form to the external rotation too. I'm trying not to bend my wrists. I'm trying not to let my wrists think that they are who's in charge here. They are not. It is my external rotators to the back of my shoulder and my upper back. And I'm up, reaching, and lowering down. Let's do two more. This looks deceptively easy, and I'm here to tell you right now, there's nothing easy about this exercise. Exhale, lift, especially as I try to make sure that, I keep the backs of my shoulder down, that I don't bend my wrist, that I'm rotating, that I'm really using all I can with my hip extension to lift. All right, so that is your hip lift with shoulder external rotation. Give it a try. Let us know what you think in the comments. If you liked it, please hit that like button. We love to bring out content to you, and we love to know when you like it. And then, of course, if you want to know when our videos come out, 2 each week, you can hit the subscribe button so you'll be one of the first to know. And as always, please share with a friend, because fitness is more fun with a friend. See you guys next time. Bye.